The LEPC held its annual safe digging seminar, and there was quite the turnout.
Approximately 300 people in the digging industry came out to the Safe Digging Seminar at the Richard M. Borchard Fairgrounds in Robstown. They had a variety of activities, a backhoe rodeo contest, and safety demonstrations. The local emergency planning committee has been hosting this seminar for the past 6 years, and the idea is to raise awareness to the rules and regulations that go along with safe digging.
Calling first before you dig is not just a good idea, it's a law. And so a lot of the folks that will be attending today will be utility workers and folks from around the area, pipeline workers, and we want to make sure that they all go home at the end of the day so that they know what they can and cannot do to safely operate in their fields.
They started the day off with a presentation from Texas 811, the Railroad Commission, and OSHA. The underlining message of each of these speakers were to get educated about safe digging. Being educated in the laws and the procedures can mean the difference in you or someone else's life.
With electricity, if you hit one of those electric lines, you can spark something, you can hit it with a metal shovel, you can electrocute yourself. On the natural gas and oil side, you can cause an explosion.
The most dangerous lines that are underground are natural gas, electricity, and oil. And by not following the proper procedures, digging can have a fatal result.
You get educated, talk about what goes out in the field when it comes to locating, when you're digging up some stuff, things you're going to encounter out there. So you got to make sure that you know what's buried underground before you even start digging, which is why we're all meeting here. That's probably the most important message of today, is call before you start digging.
We then moved outside to watch a high voltage demonstration, which consisted of an excavator doing work next to an electrical box. In the demonstration, he hits the electrical box and then makes the mistake of getting out and going near the damaged box, resulting in the man getting electrocuted. In this case, it is important to stay away from the box and call utility services to come out so they can safely turn off the power and repair the box. We then moved to the trench safety demonstration, which showed the proper way to reinforce the walls, and it was very informative about where you should and shouldn't be around the trench. OSHA wants to remind you that their rules and regulations are there for you and your employees' safety.
Ultimately, the consequence could be the loss of a life in a trench through a collapse or an engulfment or cave-in hazard. Other consequences, I mean, if we show up on a work site and we find conditions that aren't meeting our minimum requirements, it could result in the issuance of citations and have monetary penalties attached.
One of the most interactive parts of the day was the Ask the Experts panel, which included the experts of the 811 DIG, OSHA, the Railroad Commission, and Corpus Christi Gas Department. That gave the audience the opportunity to ask any question they want, having to do with the safety and legality of excavation.
Remember, it's important to stay educated and safe while you're working. Reporting for the City of Corpus Christi, I'm Brad Godeke.